Morning guys, just gone 10 o'clock in the morning. First thing I've done as always is I've checked the forums. Firstly, I'd like to apologise about last night's ramblings. I got a bit tongue tied. It is a bit difficult when you're stood in front, behind the camera, either or. Fish today are looking a little bit happier, even though the water is looking a little bit cloudy. The water is looking a little bit cloudy, and there's only one reason for this, because during the course of the night I ran out of electric. So emergency has been put on. I will go around and get some electric in a bit. At this point we'll also be able to answer one question on the forums from BD Koi about maturing this filter quicker at 20 degrees. I'm sorry mate, I cannot afford to run this filter this tank at 20 degrees at this present time with the outside ambient temperatures. I'm glad my wife doesn't watch these videos, because I was keeping this tank at 20 degrees when I had the smaller fish in here, and within the space of a week I used 40 quid's worth of electric. If she found out, she'd string me up. So that's the only reason that this tank is being kept at the moment between 14 and 15 degrees. This tank over here, for me, financially, is a lot easier to keep at 21 degrees, which will also bring me on to a question from, or a post from them there Koyers by Jace B. Let me see if I can answer a few of your questions. One thing I will say, Mark, yeah, my trial has gone a bit pear-shaped, but I wouldn't say it was to parasite issues. Parasites were in this tank and the fish tank. I know there is the slight possibility of cross-contamination, which was why I took the salt content on that tank up to 0.50%, just as a precautionary measure. That was all. So I do understand and appreciate what you're saying there. Jason B, yep, doing the pipe bores is not a problem. You're asking about this system here. 154 gallons is the amount that's in the tank, and the actual bins, if you look, 45 litres comes to here. I then have another section on top which is almost a foot, and the water line comes to about here. If I'm wrong on the gallonage, I do apologise, but I have made it absolutely perfectly straight from the start. Maths is not my strong point. In fact, I'd rather give it to someone else to work out than do it myself, because I always cock it up. The only bin that hasn't got a join on it is this one here. It's literally simply cut straight off, and that was because I had to repair the system. But as you can see, there is a join and the water line sits up here somewhere. When I do dump to waste, in fact I'll do another dump now because I slightly overfed in this tank yesterday. I pulled the ball valve because I don't like the noise. I stick it over the top of my hand, over the top of the pump, but you will hear in a couple of seconds there you go, the gurgle of it emptying. I then let it run for a few more seconds to flush out any pipe work straight to waste, and then I switch it back off. Trickle feed in to top back up, just like I'm trickle feeding in down here to top back up from this morning's dump from the Eric. At present, even though I don't know what time the electric went last night, so I had no flow through the heater, I'm still sitting at 14.4 degrees on there. Hopefully the water will clear up in a bit and we can have a better look. But there's one other thing I would like to address, is these comical posts here. about my this one here. I don't know who it was. In fact, let me find out who it is. MB4869. How do you expect people to take you seriously? Tours by stating an Asda bin crammed with 50 litres of K1 is unbiased and balanced comparison to a Nexus. No. This is where people are twisting what I'm saying. I said I'm comparing it to the Nexus principle. But if you wanted to compare this 3-bin system to anything, I personally would compare it to a pod. That is my personal opinion, because I know for a fact in these bins, the first one being an easy, and see if I can actually show you. You have 2 active biochambers in there, and I know for a fact with the combination of EA biochips and EA K1, I have got more K1 in this system than you would get in a pod. That is why I used the words and the comparison that I did. Not trying to get into trouble with EA, not trying to upset people, just trying to put some comparison in on the filter that I'm running with the fish that I've got in that tank to the filter that was running on the tank with the fish. Can you see what I'm getting a bit tongue-tied again here? This tank had them fish in. So for 11 months I've been running this system on this tank with them fish. So for me, this system is the only real comparison I've got that I can use up against this Eric 1 prototype. So I hope that makes sense. I hope that answers a few questions. As soon as it's uploaded, I will post it. Thank you very much, and we'll catch you later.